Hey y'all, Kevin here. I guess this is going to be a cigar and whiskey talk today. Probably talking about the future of the cigar and whiskey talks. There is so much nonsense going on that I guess we're probably going to have to expand these to more than one subject per talk. It amazes me how many silly things are going on in the world. Today's cigar and whiskey talk is going to be brought to you by an Alec Bradley Black Market Esteli. And let me see here. I think some Four Roses, single barrel. So, where do we want to start on this? There are some things I find funny over the last few days. Facebook and YouTube are both acting silly. I talked to you guys about that Chinese company that's making the Boreal shirts. Stealing some of my footage for their latest ad. You all have seen it by now. I found one of their new company names where they hadn't actually blocked me from commenting. Somebody tagged me in it. So I went through and just posted a link to the review video of the one that I actually ordered and got. Didn't say anything, didn't do anything, just posted a link to the channel, or to the video. And YouTube came back within 2 minutes, and told me that my comment violated community standards. And they basically hid it, so nobody could see it. Now, apparently, these companies can scam consumers out of... Hi, Breaky. You need to go, buddy. Out of money for a product that they are completely misrepresenting. But if anybody points that out, that violates community standard. A couple of weeks ago, I had one on Facebook where they fact-checked my post. And the fact check basically said that it was a COVID-19 fact check. And it said COVID-19 vaccines have been proven to be safe and effective, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, the post that they fact checked this on didn't say anything about COVID-19. Didn't say anything about vaccines. Didn't say anything even remotely related to COVID-19 or COVID-19 vaccines. So, I think you need to up your game on your fact checkers. Because they're confused. YouTube got me with a copyright violation. I think it was the Smoky Mountain Knife Works video. Because the song that I overlaid on it, they said violated copyright standards. Now, the program I used to edit and splice clips together and so on and so forth, it actually has a built-in library of music to use in your videos. And I pay for that software package. So, I don't know how I'm violating copyright by using something that's provided by my editing software. But apparently it is. I don't know what my camera's doing, and I don't know if it's actually going to come out in the video, but it keeps moving the focus back and forth. It's kind of weird. Let me know if y'all see that. Never mind, I'll look at it myself and see it. God, what else is going on? The nonsense at the border is continuing on. And I was watching this new caravan coming on, saying, holding their signs up that say, Biden wants us here. Well, Biden's not the only one who lives here, folks. So, I don't care if you come here, as long as you come here legally, like my wife did. I had a guy jumping on me on Facebook about a week ago, basically saying, I hate immigrants. You're just a white guy that hates people that aren't white. You might have missed my sailboat video where my wife was on there, and a few of the other videos that my wife has been in the background of, because my wife's not white. My wife's a legal immigrant. We jumped through all the hoops that you're supposed to do to get someone here legally. She came under a fiancé visa, and then we had to jump through the hoops to meet the criteria for a fiancé visa. We had to jump through the hoops after she got here, because on a fiancé visa, you only got 90 days. If you're not married at the end of that 90 days, fiancé visa's null and void now. So we had to get married within 90 days of her coming here. Then we had to get her temporary status, which was good for 2 years, which was basically a whole bunch more hoops we had to jump through. Then after the temporary period expired, we had to get her permanent resident status, which was a whole bunch more hoops we had to go through. And then at the end of that, it had been 5 years total, we had to jump through all the hoops to get her naturalized as a citizen. And basically, we did all that. And I've said this before, we may not be the sharpest knives in the drawer, so if we can figure it out, so can you. Oh, let's see, what else? God, there's so much stuff going on. I've been seeing a whole bunch of videos now where nurses and police officers and so on and so forth are quitting their jobs over the vaccine thing. And everybody's griping about, well, you're just anti-vax. I'm not anti-vax at all. Most of the people who aren't getting the vax aren't anti-vax. They're anti-this vax, and they're anti-being forced into this vax, because this was not well thought out. We didn't go through nearly the testing procedures and the clinical trials and all those kind of things that we have for every other treatment that's on the market. They keep saying, well, the long-term side effects, you don't know anything about the long-term side effects because we haven't had long-term yet. Military still continuing to say they're going to get rid of people who don't get the vaccination. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But I really think we're just angling to find out who's going to toe the line and who's not. Let's take the vax, for instance. What's going to happen when the government decides that the United States is overpopulated? And in order to alleviate overpopulation, we're going to go the same route that other countries have gone and say, well, you have to apply to have a child, you have to be approved by the government to have a child, and then you have to have your one child. Where do you think we're going to go when the government gets to decide who can have children and who can't? Where are we going to go when the government decides, well, smoking's bad for you, and it ups our insurance costs because now we've taken over medical care. So if you do X, then we're not gonna do Y for you. If you don't come to the government-approved gymnasium 3 times a week, then we're not going to approve any of your healthcare costs because you're not trying to stay healthy. You Americans eat unhealthy, so we're going to decide what food's in the supermarket and what's not in the supermarket, and what you can get, when you can get it, and how much you can get. That's what this is all about. It's about drawing the line. The line was already drawn a long time ago, which says that the government stays out all that stuff and lets we the people decide. But now we have a group of folks in charge who have always been of the opinion that they know better than anyone else about what we should be doing, how we should be doing it, how we should speak, how we should think, how we should act. So, I think that's probably truly where they want to go. I don't know if we're going to allow that to happen. The fact is we either allow it to happen or we don't. My cigar went out. Didn't suck enough. Now I gotta find my lighter. I don't know where we're going, man. This is not the America that I grew up in as a kid. And this might make you mad, but we're actually to blame because we let this happen. We went for years going, hey, nobody is going to buy into all that crap. It's nonsense, so I don't have to worry about it. And then we went into the phase where, well, a few of them are buying into it, but, it's not. Let it teach their own. Let them think what they want to. And now we are to the thought police. You can say whatever you want, as long as it agrees with what the powers that be want you to say. You can think whatever you want, as long as you don't let it out if it doesn't agree with what the powers that be says. It's a sad, sad place. Still the best place on the planet, though. Just so you know. I don't know, man. I would just hate to see what my grandkids are gonna grow up in. That's really about all I've got. I will talk to y'all later. And a disclaimer: the views on this channel are mine. They do not. They don't reflect the views of anybody I hang around with, anybody I work for, anybody I spend time with. Not necessarily the views of all y'all, all the viewers. This video is not meant to treat, diagnose, or cure any illness. So, I guess that's it. We'll see how long it takes YouTube to start whacking some more of my videos. I really don't care, to be perfectly honest with you. To those of you who have subscribed over on Patreon, I really appreciate that. That's the only way that I'm getting paid nowadays, I'll be perfectly honest with you. So, YouTube is coming right up. I think I'm up to 5,500 subscribers now, which is really good. I need to about double my subscriber base and have that doubling, those new subscribers watch just as much as the old subscribers do, to get myself up to that 4,000 hour annually rotating average, because I'm really only up to about 2,800, 2,900, 365 day rolling average, which is not enough to even apply to be monetized on YouTube. And the way it is now, it may never be monetized because, quite frankly, I don't think YouTube will like what I've got to say anyway when I start getting higher up into the mix. So, with that being said, thanks for your views. Thanks for your support. Thanks for all the ways you support the channel through the affiliate links, through Patreon, through view time and interactions with the channel here on YouTube. Also on the Salty Dog Outdoors page and group on Facebook, and through my personal page on Facebook, my personal profile, which by the way is changing. I'm getting off my old profile and onto my new profile because, quite frankly, I don't want to shut my old profile down because I've invested a lot of time in getting stuff loaded to that thing and so on and so forth. So I'm just switching everything over to a new profile. That could be sacrificial, and I could probably afford to make them a little mad on that one. So, see y'all on all the platforms.